What is going on, guys? It is me, ATARi HMB. It's been a while, and yes, it is late. We are doing a late stream today. As you could probably hear, the quality has been amped up a little bit more Krispy Kreme. Of course, as many others may or may not be aware, I have, of course, gotten new equipment. So let that be, let that be known. Of course, there is going to be a bit of things I'm going to be working on to kind of make the stream experience for everyone else a little bit better. Everyone in the chat, I just want to give a brief introduction. So let's go ahead and get started. What is going on, Flow Clown? What is going on, Harvado, Omnigod Goku, LeBron James, Shadow Nightmare, GCG, Sunny, and Andre, and Shadow Nightmare, Mnemonic Saiyan, man, Injuring TK, man, y'all it's stacked tonight. I mean, this is going to be good. So obviously, before we begin, all right, first let me just let you guys know there are a couple things that need to kind of be addressed. Obviously speaking, the quality is, I don't know how to say it, but essentially, well, it's been a while since I streamed, so I'm trying to keep the quality like sharp, high level. I don't know how the stream looks on you guys' end. Let me know. Let me know if it looks high quality, if it looks crispy, if it looks good. Just want to know how good the stream looks. So as you guys may know, I've gotten a new computer, which means we will be having more videos coming up. Of course, I got to take a trip that I'm going to be going on a quick vacation for about a week, and I will be back next Friday to where we can get kicked off again. Just giving you guys a heads up on that. There's a couple of other updates as well. So as you can see, I got a new camera, a new microphone. I will probably show off the camera a little bit later. But as it stands now, there are fee donations and such, but we're going to subside those for the time being because we're going to be diving into the chapter. And we're going to really be having a deeper discussion on what's going on. So, of course, let that be known. I am going to be timing most of the things for the stream so that I can kind of get an understanding of exactly, what's going on. The reason I'm doing this... Oh, thanks. I'm glad it looks good. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that everything is accurate as well. Right now, looks like we are going to be having LeBron James. Yo, you can't do this to me already, man. We just got started, bro. You already coming in here. That is insane, man. That is great. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. Wow, I didn't even get started. LeBron James already kicking off, just sending a crazy $4.99 donation through the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Okay, of course, you guys can probably see we have the chat that's going to be live, visible on stream. It's not going to be. We're still working on a couple things, sharpening the stream up a bit. Keep in mind, this computer that I have is not a full PC, but it's good enough to where it can actually fully utilize the internet I have. It is also going to make our streaming experience a lot smoother than compared to before. I have a new microphone, so you won't have to get soloed by my microphone anymore. And yeah, this is overall going to allow us to have a greater experience moving forward for the rest of the stream. So yeah, let's go ahead. So like I said, I'm just letting this crispy voice. So as you guys can see again, just wanted to do a pop test sound. So as you can see, I don't know if anyone else can notice, but the quality of the microphone is obviously better. Well, it's a new microphone. I don't know if anyone can hear that it's new, so you can hear me a little bit better. And oh, thanks, Shadow Nightmare. So Shadow Nightmare, I appreciate that. Shadow Nightmare being one of the first to notice that. And that's good, because that's the goal, is to kind of show it. I mean, probably on Discord it's not going to be the same, because I haven't increased the... Sometimes you got to increase the actual input. But yeah, overall, you're just trying to, wow, that's good. So again, this is going to enhance the voice acting segments. This is going to enhance a lot of other things. Keep in mind, I also got a new tablet. So when I need to draw examples again or do live drawing sessions, we'll be able to do that. So expect to see a lot more videos and activities, more streams. Obviously, I'm looking at this on my big other screen. And overall, we're going to be moving forward and actually making this thing a lot bigger of a deal. So let's go ahead. We went through a training arc, Arvada. That's pretty funny. So let's go ahead and, without further ado, guys, I think I want to dive in. Right now, we're at the 8-minute mark. So again, I just want to. I'm going to timestamp most of the things. I'm just going to be timestamping. All right. So let's go ahead and get right into the chapter. I'm going to get into it by the 10-minute mark. So I'm going to click Goku's little face here. Boom, 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 boom. And here we go. So for those who don't know, I've gotten spoiled by a couple people, Sand Scholar being one of them. And, you know, as you can see, you could probably, I'm not going to say anything. I'd rather the chat not say anything, even though it was a spoiler slightly. It was mostly just through the thumbnail. As you guys could probably see, my thumbnail has obviously showed the case being. So, again, we're going to go ahead and look into this chapter. It's going to say the universe's strongest appears, and that's exactly what I'm looking forward to. So I'm going to widescreen this and see how it looks. Let me see here. Yeah, that looks great. Looks like we're going to actually be able to get some really nice shots and views. So it's going to be a lot higher quality, kind of like how Toriyama's work was. I could see Toyotarou is definitely utilizing cross-hatching. So, yeah, man. Let's go ahead and begin this. This is going to be awesome. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Dragon Ball Super, Chapter 87, The Universe's Strongest Appears. Our training wasn't enough in the end. What a pathetic victory. Never again. I'll hone my technique until I can prove myself superior. Oh wait, hold up. That's Vegeta talking. I can't even do a Vegeta voice. So let me get some water. Oh, vitamin water. The chapter has letters. I'll hone my technique until I can prove myself superior to you. Me? Lose to you? Not gonna happen. Oh, Granola collapsed. What's wrong? I'm fine. Did that final attack really take that much out of you? Yeah. It's a move fueled by my very life. I'm betting it shortened my lifespan even more. What? I only have 3 years left to live. That was the price I paid to become the strongest in the universe. Huh? Why do you go and do a crazy thing like that? I suppose the same applied to Gas. Probably, though I don't know how many years he's been left with. Granola, let me look at your wounds. Alright, and then Granola gives us a little smile. Looks like Monaito is going to heal Granola. As he's going ahead to heal him. So it looks like this. What's up? Did you use your powers too much? And now you can't heal? It's fine. Don't knock yourself out. I'll heal on my own time. That isn't it. Actually, I'm feeling like I could bring you back to full strength. Huh? How? Whoa! It's true, my strength is restored. Who would have thought my powers would ripen at this age? Maybe from all the healing I've done lately. That's great! You got a Zenkai boost to healing. I wish I could have used this full healing power sooner. It is what it is. Yo, Goku, it is what it is. How was I so off the mark? The universe's strongest? What a total scam. The joke's on me for trusting in those Dragon Balls. I can just imagine a Jetson sound effect as that thing flies over. Stream froze. Oh no, stream froze? Alright, before I continue, how is everyone else holding up with the stream quality? Because I'm being... I see it's excellent connection. Did the stream actually freeze? Stream all right on my end. I'm good. Good on my end. It's not frozen for me. All right, good. All right, good. Yeah. So as I was so back to the match. Open the hatch. We're getting out of here, stat. Look, he's fleeing on his own. Hey, Lick! You're leaving your family behind. Shut up. There's no time to lose. Besides, any minute now, gas is going to... Oh, shoot. Yo! No! Oh, Manito! No! Oh. Alright, very good art. I love this. Oh, now that... See? Cross-hatching. That... Why does this gas... Okay. Chat... Give me some ice cubes in the chat if you think that this looks cold. If you think gas looks better, let me get some ice cubes, bro. Oh dang, freeze. Stream chat froze. R-Storm. Yeah, is everyone alright? I'm hearing a lot of people say things are... Roz gave fire. That means it's the opposite. The form is balls. Yo, is the stream chat frozen? Because I hear a lot of it's frozen, but on my end it's not. So I just want to make sure. I don't know. But man, gas. But how? No, hold up. Let me see. Let me make sure. No, it's good. Yo, man. All right. No. Let me see if I can do this voice.
No more interest in revenge. Is that what you said, Granola? How about now? Still lacking to that soft-hearted claim?
Monito! That little... Yo, but they just turned on... He just turned on Ultra Ego like nothing, and Goku turned on Ultra Instinct like nothing. That's pretty freaking cool. Man, makes them clop each other. Comes over... Whoo! With that instant transmission. Bam! Imperfect gas. Zombie gas. Wait, so this is a full power ultra. Okay, good. There we go. That's what I like to see it. Bam! Goku catches up. Bam! Vegeta. Bam! Take this. And they're charging and attacking. Gas smiles. Ah! And, you know, I don't know how to do an energy sound effect. Just a... No, I can't do no freaking energy sound effect. Whatever. Who gives a crap? Oh, actually, you know what? Let's see if I can... Hold on. Yeah. Okay, no. Never mind. I. That Scooby-Doo laugh for gas. I mean, it was just a... But, I mean, if you want me to, I can go... No, just kidding. He flies through his own blast? Okay, Toyotaro. Toyotaro must have heard what I said. When my last time I said Toyotaro wasn't utilizing cross-hatching enough, I think he heard me because the cross-hatching adds a lot more intensity. So let's go ahead and take a look. When you add cross-hatching in the right areas, it gives a sense of depth and makes the image not feel flat. And as a result, it allows the intensity to look better. Even here, I don't know. It's like, is it my monitor's quality? Probably not. I think it's just the fact that he added a lot more line work, but he didn't overdo it this time. He let the characters do their thing. So, like, in my opinion, this is like it's insane artwork. He goes in there. I don't know if that's his. Nope, that's his feet. Bam! Kicks a mastered ultra. Kicks a true ultra instinct. Not true ultra instinct, but the omen variant and ultra ego. As they hit the ground, he dove right into his own energy blast. It's like he doesn't even care about taking damage. Sheer madness. It's like fighting someone already dead.
Monaito! No! You can't die! It's fine, Granola. My life should have ended 40 years ago. My only duty since then was raising you. Right, but you don't need me anymore.
Of course I need you.
Thank you, Granola. Spending the last of my long years with you was more than I could have asked for.
Alright, hold up. We need some sad music, bro. Like, oh man. Nah, you know what? Man, you know what? Maybe. Should I play the sad music? I'm afraid. Should we play the sad music? I don't know, bro. Bro, like, I don't know. No, stop. Don't do anything until I tell you to do it. Okay. Yep. All right. Titanic music. Bro. Yo, imagine if we started playing like a... I would play like a sad song, but actually I can't because freaking demonetized. Nah, like freaking I can't even play like a crazy song because right now like Goku just comes in.
I can't let you die.
I won't let you die. Like I would actually do the screaming, but people are sleeping. Then bam comes Goku. Kicks him right in the arm. How's that arm of his even... How's that arm of his even moving? It's like a curse. Curse to be the universe's strongest.
Yes, good. Here we go. Get him. Go on, Gas. You'll be the strongest of all, right up until the second you die. Kill them. Kill them. Kill.
Quit it, Alec! Look at him! He's not... That isn't normal. Let's get out of here. This is a battle we can put off winning.
Shut up! Oh, bro. Oh, man. Yo, let me stop. Actually, you know what? Let me run that back. Yo, hold up. Keep my brother's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow! Alec just slapped the shit out of me.
I was just warning you, bro. Keep my brother's name out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude. Yo, I said zoom out. How many times I gotta do it? Idiots. Alright, anyway. Okay. Alright, let's read that again. Yes, good. Here we go. Go get him. Go on, Gas. You'll be the strongest of all right up until the second you die. Kill them. Kill.
Squididalek! Look at him. That isn't normal. Let's get out of here. This is a battle we can put off on which...
Shut up! Keep my brother's name. No, let me stop. I ruined the scene. Alright, anyway. I told you, there won't be a next time. Gas's lifespan is about to run out, making him far in a way the strongest in the universe, meant sacrificing that much of his life. I'm dying?
Alec, that's messed up.
My face. Oh, why?
Stop screwing around, Gas. Kill them now. Quick. At least make yourself useful to me in your final moments, you worthless scum. Waste any more time and before we know it, he's gonna... Oh, snap, bro. Oh, snap. Yo, man. This is... Like, let me... I gotta think. I gotta think of a... Like, what's a good track that would play during this moment? I don't even know. But I just know that... Well, I gotta think of a track that won't get demonetized. So, if I were to think of a track... Yeah. Yes. Man, I would play Budokai. Or Booty Kai. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That would be a good song. Yeah. Yeah, hold up. Yeah, that would be a good song. But anyway, guys, first off, I just gotta say this is raw. And
how fast is Metro Man compared to Omni Man? From the feed I showed you?
Retro City, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Let me go ahead and jot that down as something. I still have 2 more feats for Prince Boyd that I have to do later, but I will definitely go ahead and approach that after we're finished with this chapter. Thank you. Wow. Guys are... Yeah, I like that. Colonel, looks like they're sending donations. Yes, Snake. Now go ahead and take that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, definitely. I don't mind answering that a little bit later. Just give me a bit, and we'll go ahead and have that answered for you, bro. Thank you again. It's like, oh man, beer steam will fit perfect. I gotta think of a song that's not gonna get copyrighted, but like, well, Oh, you know what song is like old school? Yeah, but like I don't know. I can't think of a song right now, but it's okay. Anyway, Frieza comes in, bro, and he's just like everyone's just looking at him like, sheesh. Actually, you know what? I got a song for y'all. I got a song for y'all. I don't think I think this one might be safe. This one may be safe. It may be. I don't know. I hope so. I pray so. Let's see here. Yeah. Yes. This one. Damn, that's loud. I feel like this is low key would kind of fit.
It's been some time, Gas.
Frieza? Why is he here?
I understand you have some business with me. What might that be?
I'm gonna kill you! Yeah!
Yo, that but yeah, that would probably be like a song I would hear low key. Yeah, that I wish like music was like not so sensitive. I hold up, Roz. Let me look at that, Roz. But before then, I gotta mute the website. So like, I'll click. But if I click it, I gotta mute it. You know what I mean? Interesting. Okay. All right. So anyway, I don't know if I should continue the music, but anyway, holy crap! That was freaking brutal. Holy. Oh my gosh. Yo. 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 I feel so bad. Because Gas was told he was scum. And all he was trying to do is make his brother happy, bro. And then he gets called scum? Damn. What form? Wait, quickly use his form? Hey, you better not that better not be saying something. All right. That was wow.
Elect. You're the one who contacted me. So, once again, I ask, What is your business with me?
Gas! Was he just in one blow?
No way! Unless you had a legitimate reason for summoning me. You're going to be quite sorry you did.
We got our wires crossed, that's all. No business deal today, I'm afraid. We are so very sorry.
Crossed wires. Let me guess. You meant to have me kill. You meant to have Gas kill me. I have bad news for you then. It looks like Gas is dust in the wind. Oh, the speed! Oh, the speed! Oh, the speed! I've known all about your ambitions these past 40 years. I knew, and I let you scurry around, all while exploiting you for my army's benefits.
Yo, bro. I'm sorry if my Frieza voice is not that good, guys. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying.
I said I'm trying, you lousy monkeys.
But anyway.
No way! You knew?
Why, there isn't a single thing in the universe I'm not privy to. For example, the fact that the weakest of the heaters is you. Huh?
That's enough!
Why, if it isn't you two, it seems the gang's all here.
Frieza! How'd you manage to kill Gas?
How, you ask?
Gas has become the strongest warrior in the universe. By all rights, he should have been far stronger than you.
In this universe, you mean? Ah, of course. I've been spending some time in another dimension, you see, so perhaps I wasn't being counted as part of this universe.
What other dimension?
On one of my many conquered worlds, I happened to come across a chamber where time flows differently than in the outside world.
A room of spirit and time?
Okay, this is a good update. Pause. Okay, let me finish this.
There I was, able to squeeze in 10 years worth of training.
It can't be.
I couldn't very well keep losing to Saiyans my whole life, so I needed a bit of power-up.
A power-up? So far, let's just get this straight. This is really good because this tells us the Room of Spirit and Time is completely separate from the macrocosm. And if the Room of Spirit and Time is separated from the macrocosm, I mean, and it's sure, some certain rooms of Spirit and Time are the size of the Earth, we can't assume all of them are the same size. So because the Room of Spirit and Time on Earth versus the one on a remote planet that Frieza went to probably was the same one that Miras took Goku to. Maybe or maybe not, we don't know. But this could confirm the Room of Spirit and Time is technically a mirror macrocosm almost, where it has a bunch of different rooms. Keep in mind, I mean, like they said, Goku and Vegeta in their blue forms could fight there and not worry about destroying anything. Even Goku says verbatim, we can go on a rampage and not break anything. So the Room of Spirit and Time is durable enough to handle the shock waves that could destroy the macrocosm. So we're going to have to do a little bit of an update on the cosmology map because this is the third time we got someone who's saying the Room of Spirit and Time is completely separate. I mean, and it does say spirit in time. So this could mean that, and again, the living world is still fourth dimensional. But this could mean the Room of Spirit and Time, which is a time dimension, has different flow, means it has different flow from the entire Universe 7. And it could even scale to its own dimension outside. Like, it could literally be completely, it could potentially not even be part of the entire super timeline. We don't know if it's part of the super timeline yet, but we do know for scaling reasons, the Room of Spirit and Time should parallel with the macrocosm, at least. Because it's durable enough to, even though it's planet size, it's durable enough to survive 2 Super Saiyan Blues, and apparently Frieza was training in there 10 years worth without us even knowing it at this time. And again, Frieza says he wasn't even part of the universe, which kind of makes sense because Dende says it's in a completely separate room. Elder Kai in the Japanese says the Jigen no Toki. So this is really good, guys. I always believe that every planet has a room of spirit and time, and there are infinite planets, so infinite. Well, if there's infinite rooms of spirit and time, then that actually makes the macrocosm 7th dimensional. Then, because not the macrocosm, because the room of spirit and time is not part of the macrocosm. Sheesh. I mean, this could really amp up the cosmology. Wait, Gas was the strongest, but yet the Oracle Fish didn't acknowledge him. Could this mean he was referring to Frieza? He could be. So let's go ahead and finish this up. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Ooh, so this is what they meant.
Meet Black Frieza. Achieving this form took plenty of toil, I'll have you know.
No way. Oh my goodness. And yes, I changed his voice because that's how I feel it would sound. I actually like this. I think it's pretty cool. I would like it if they add like maybe some horns or something. But hey, I'll take it. Wow. That's amazing. Frieza got the N-word pass. That's pretty good.
Call me nigga.
No, I'm just kidding. Say call me Frieza. Oh, that's funny.
While the two of you were here, while you two here were having fun on this puny planet, I managed to surpass you. But I came here in pursuit of a different target, so I let you off easy today.
That's weird for Frieza to do that. But Frieza is usually a lot more brutal. But maybe it's because Frieza's like, I'm not ready to kill you yet.
You two. You wouldn't happen to have any plans after all this. As it happens, my ship could use a cook and a waiter.
We'll take the jobs, please, and thanks.
Follow me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Granola, is Monaito gonna make it? It's bad. He's not breathing. Huh? Oh. Ah, yo, it's my boy. Yo, I haven't seen him in a while. It's Whis.
This one seems to be a friend of yours, Goku. Just this once. So just this once, as a special favor.
Wow, thanks, Whis.
I see it's finally over.
It was a little too close for comfort this time.
Who is
Whis, an angel.
an angel?
And might I ask the two of you to return with me straight away. Lord Beerus can't figure out how to make instant yakisoba.
Sure.
Pour boiling water into it. Done.
Do you want to train with us on Lord Beerus' planet?
I'll have to decline. I've made a mess of this planet. I need to fix the damage with the Dragon Balls.
That's right. Then I'll seal them away for good. This planet doesn't need them anymore.
Okay, that's a shame, but it's your choice.
In that case, you'll be wanting this.
What's this?
The radar Maki dropped earlier. It will trivialize your search for the Dragon Balls.
That'll help for sure. Thanks. I guess we're heading out, Vegeta.
Hang on, son of Bardock. You can't forget this.
Well, shall we? Yeah. See you around, Granola. Monaito. Thanks for everything, Son Goku and Vegeta. Come visit Earth if the urge hits to do battle with a Saiyan. I welcome the challenge. Sure, but I'll be sure to win any time. That's a good attitude. Off we go, then. Farewell, new friends. You know how the Oracle Fish mentioned the strongest warrior in the universe? Was it talking actually about Frieza? Perhaps. Or maybe the strongest warrior emerged elsewhere in our universe. Really? Great! I guess I'd better get back to training. Wonderful. I expect you to put in the effort. After we dine on instant yakisoba, that is. Dragon Ball Super will take a break for a bit to prepare for the next arc. So no, that means we're not gonna get. That means we're on a hiatus. That means we will not get another arc next month. All right. Art. Let's go ahead and review the chapter. So the chapter is finished. All right. So let's go, guys. Chapter is finished. Let's go ahead and give a quick review. So, art, 10 out of 10. I think Toyotaru finally did his own style. It's weird, but him implementing more of the cross hatching kind of reminds me of the old Toriyama comics that I read. And in a way, the way he uses the new screen toning, is really good. It's well done. Some of the pictures and images has some of that grit that Toriyama had. I do personally prefer Frieza's new form to be, in my opinion, I personally prefer Frieza's new form to have a little bit more aesthetics. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, maybe if he had some horns on the shoulder pads, on his shoulders or something like that. Kind of reminisce, maybe a composite of some of the other forms. You know, it still looks good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I feel there is a bit more that I personally would have wanted for it. As a new form, I would have wanted a little bit more for it. Because, I mean, you have golden Frieza. You could tell when he's golden. And when he's black Frieza, you could tell when he's black Frieza. But, I don't know. Black Frieza. Golden Frieza. Dark Frieza. I don't know. Should he have been... Chat, do you think he should have been called Dark Frieza or Abyss Frieza? Void Frieza or Black Frieza? I like Black Frieza as a name. It doesn't bother me. It's simple and it works. Straight to the point. Alright, no problem, Shadow Nightmare. Hey, thanks, Shadow Nightmare. You have a good night. Appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, I think this is really cool. I mean, the fact that Frieza now has a form that one-shot Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct while going easy on them is really impressive. Meaning, they couldn't even react. They both got one-shotted and blitzed completely. I think the form looks cool, though. I just would personally prefer a little bit more of an aesthetic to kind of really differentiate it. Because just the colors, because I mean, I'm not trying to sound, I'm grateful for any form we have. I just wish there was a little bit more of an aesthetic change. besides just a color palette or a color swap. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound rude, but like a palette swap probably doesn't cut it. I mean, you know what they could have also did for Black Frieza? They could have made his eyes completely dark with white pupils like Majin Buu. That would have been... Whoo! But overall, I still think it's pretty cool. Beast Gohan bodies Frieza? We'll find out. Obsidian Frieza got that Nether Portals buff. Beast Gohan greater than Black Frieza? I don't know. We don't know if Beast Gohan's greater than Black Frieza. Because we don't know. Because remember how Toyotaro does these chapters? Let me show you guys a pattern real quick. Let me show you why we don't know if Beast Gohan's stronger. Let's go ahead and factor in. So let's go ahead and name a couple of factors. Alright? Why do I think Beast Gohan isn't stronger? You know why? Alright, good night, JCG. Thanks for stopping by. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about why, in my opinion, here's a couple reasons. Alright, so first and foremost, let's get a couple things straight. Number one, as you guys can see, number one is Frieza. We don't know when next arc takes place. That's number one. We do not know when the next arc is going to take place. And, you know, some of you guys probably can't see that. So let me go ahead and give a beautiful outline on that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, can't see that. Let's go ahead and make it orange. Yeah. Orange for Kakaroto. Let's do a 5. So, we don't know when the next chapter takes place. We don't. No. That's not what I mean. I said we don't know when the next arc takes place. So what that means is we don't know if they're going to skip the movie. And I'll show you what I mean. So this chapter was great. I still love it. It was a great chapter. Thank you for those who think the stream was a 10 out of 10. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and show you a reason what I'm talking about. So, Tournament of Power. Let me see. No, not there. Let's go a chapter back. So, as you guys can see in this chapter, see here. All right, so look, after the Tournament of Power, Frieza brings Whis brings Frieza back to life, and when that happens, it says here. Check this out. Except for the fact that Frieza had been revived. The next spot of trouble caused by Frieza is a tale for another time. Suffice to say, our two Saiyans emerged from those events stronger than ever. So, I feel like the Cell Max movie is either A, going to get its own manga chapter, but I don't think they'll do that. Toyotaro, for Resurrection F, he skipped it. For Broly movie, he skipped it. So I feel like the Dragon Ball Superhero, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to breeze over it. But the movie has already happened. And to save time, why would he retell the same arc? So what this is telling us is this next arc is going to be a time skip. That's why we're leaving. That's why we're getting preparation. So I suspect a time skip. Because the movie takes place during a time skip. So they are going to definitely put... So Broly movie's going to return to the anime. Moral arcs... So here's how the anime is going to work. We're going to get Broly arc turned into the anime. Either that or they're going to skip it over because the Broly movie is so beautiful there's no need to really redo it again. They're going to do the moral arc for the anime. Definitely. Then they're gonna do the gas and granola arc, and then they're definitely gonna skip over that and then do the. They might even go into more detail for that arc, and then for the next arc, the superhero movie, they're gonna definitely do, and then they're gonna skip all of that, or the next event. So after Beast Gohan emerges, then Frieza comes. You know why? I don't know. Whis says perhaps. Now it could be Beast Gohan, but it definitely ain't Broly. At least we don't know if it is. Let me tell you guys this. Number 3. Even though Master Ultra Instinct is... Master Ultra Instinct, by the way, people, is still stronger. The Master Ultra Instinct that fought Moro is still stronger. Because we learned actually from Whis that Goku can't keep using it like a form. And Goku said he couldn't use the full power of it because he was too emotionally... angry and upset. So his heart wasn't calm, so he couldn't utilize Master Ultra Instinct. So the Omen that we're seeing now is definitely far stronger than... Let me put it this way. The Master Ultra Instinct Goku used to train with Whis is pretty strong. Alright? But the current Omen we have is stronger than the form Goku used to train with Whis. But that Master Ultra Instinct that Goku used against Granola and to train with Whis, that is nowhere near the same Master Ultra Instinct that fought Moro, where Goku was completely on a whole nother level. Because Whis even says, when you use Master Ultra Instinct to this level, the body starts to automatically defend itself and build its durability. This is why when Moro attacked him, his arm broke. And this is why even though Moro got the angel powers, nothing he could do could really break his defenses. So Mastered Ultra Instinct, if it was the same Moro arc Master Ultra Instinct, I'm very confident, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm confident he would have absolutely folded Gas. Just the same way Frieza probably did. Easily. Easily. I feel like he would have. I don't think the current Omen we have is stronger than the one that fought Moro. And again, like they said, the strongest in the universe is based on the spur of the moment. Because sometimes in that moment, they could be the strongest. In the next moment, it could change. So that was the whole premise of this chapter. Of this arc. Kind of like power levels. Numbers or whoever says they're the strongest can always change in the next second. Yeah, exactly, Andre. Goku Master Ultra Instinct lose to Granola clone. Well, that wasn't technically Master Ultra Instinct, Jay Kazuya. That was actually a Goku who, 1, dropped his guard, and 2, was not in stamina. I showed the difference in the last stream, but basically, when you look at Goku's face when he's in Ultra Instinct, he doesn't smile. He's completely calm. Now, in Omen, he was like, "You're getting pretty chatty, Jiren." But when he went into Mastered Ultra Instinct, there was no smiles whatsoever. None. Yeah, Whis may have hinted another mortal being the strongest, but we don't know. We don't know. Because, number 2, Whis could be saying that based on the fact that Frieza wasn't part of that universe. So they don't even know who's the strongest. The Oracle Fish can't account for someone who's not part of the universe. So we don't even know. That's why we said perhaps. They're teasing us. We don't know yet. So I would just say give it some time. Number 3. Oh boy. This is a big one. Folks, this is a big one. 10 years of training. All right, y'all seen how strong Frieza got in 4 months. What the heck do you think 10 years is going to do? Now, people here in the chat seem to not really understand. Golden Frieza was already relative to the same blue Goku that fought Broly and everyone else. So Golden Frieza was still crazy, crazy strong. All right? Goku and Vegeta had at least 1 year of training after the Broly movie. Because it was months that passed for Vegeta and, probably weeks, not months, weeks that passed for Goku training for Ultra Instinct. And then after the Moro arc, there wasn't even like a huge time skip, at least not noted. So think about it. Barely a year passed for them, but Frieza comes back after 10? I don't know. That's exactly Zay. Zay is probably the only one I'm seeing right now in the chat who's getting what I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong, Beast Gohan is strong. Broly is strong. Even Jiren is strong. You think they're gonna one-shot an Ultra Ego and a Ultra Instinct that's at least a Omen Ultra Instinct that's far stronger than the one that fought than his bootleg Ultra Instinct he used, his bootleg Master Ultra Instinct? Like, come on now. Let's be realistic. 10 years. I feel like Mirrors might return in the next arc. He probably. That's what I'm saying. It's not just Frieza's potential. It's the fact that it's 10 years. You got, like, people need to look back. How strong did Goku and them get with 3 years of training? 3 years of training in the Android Saga. How strong did Goku get? He got abnormally stronger. Training half a year in the Room of Spirit and Time with smart training with Gohan, he got stronger. Now, keep in mind, Frieza can turn on and off this form pretty easily. So, the fact that Goku and Vegeta at their strongest peaks got one-shotted, and Frieza held back because he said, I'm not ready to kill y'all yet. I'm going to let you off easy. So, again, let's go back. So if we go back to the chapter real quick. They power up. They're ready. And they're only slightly damaged from gas. They get one-shotted completely. Knocked right out of their forms into base. And Frieza's smiling while doing this. Well, he always smiles. But I came here in pursuit of a different target, so I'll let you off easy. Frieza wasn't going all out here. This is scary. I mean, again, Gohan caught up to Super Saiyan Blue within a few days. Then got one shot by Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. I mean, yeah, that's true. But I feel like that's for the anime. The anime, unfortunately, the anime misconceives the actual stuff Gohan went through. Because in the actual manga, which I feel the manga is a little better of a representation than the anime, since we're dealing mostly with manga, there's a secret chapter that people don't know about. I don't think it was mentioned, but I'll show you guys here. Let's see here. No, not here. Not in the Kanzenshu. Let's just pull up the freaking image, bro. All right. Gohan is crazy. I didn't say Beast Gohan isn't stronger. I'm just saying we don't know. That's the key. We don't know. That's all I'm saying. So that right there is it's a big deal. We don't know if Beast Gohan is stronger or not, or Orange Piccolo, because we don't know what's really happened in the movie. The movie has been written after, like, Broly, so we don't really have an idea of when it's supposed... We don't even know when the movie takes place. I mean, obviously, Pan is 3 years old, so it's 2 years after this. 2 more years. Because Pan was a baby in the Broly movie. But even with even with 2 years of training, you think Goku and Vegeta's gonna catch up with 3 years of 10 years? You think even with 3 years, Goku and Vegeta training right now, they're not catching up to 10 years of Frieza. They'd have to do some significant training and go through a crazy arc. So I feel like they're going to talk about the superhero movie, but they're going to talk about what happens afterwards. How is Goku and Vegeta's training progressing? Because they're going to be training with Broly for a reason. They probably got Broly on their side because Black Frieza is a threat, and they need Broly to help them out to defeat him. So we don't really know. So because of that, I don't suspect Beast Gohan will be the strong, because Beast Gohan is not stronger than Broly, if I recall. According to Toriyama, Broly and Gohan are Beast Gohan and Broly are. I hate calling him Beast Gohan. Shen Gohan. We're calling him that. Shen Gohan and Broly are about the same strength, if I recall, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Goten and Trunks are older, but they also hit a growth spurt. So in Battle of Gods, Goten and Trunks are like 11 and 12, but some Saiyans reach a growth spurt at a different age. Goku's gonna need the Spirit Wave Orb from Whis to surpass Spirit Wave Orb to surpass GT era level time skip Frieza. Broly would surpass 10 years of training Frieza easily with proper training. I mean, probably. I mean, the thing is, it's not that Broly hasn't been training. Broly does train with Paragus. He just never fought someone at the level of Goku and Vegeta. It's kind of like, what's a good example? It's kind of like that Smash player. It's kind of like that Smash player, Didi. Let me see if I can bring him up. Give me a minute. So, for those who don't know, there's a kid with crazy potential. And I'll pull up the image. I don't want to go on freaking Twitter. Twitter. You tweet these no, but we'll talk about that scan in just a bit. So kind of like this kid. So this kid Didi, he's 14, I think, this year, or 15 this year, turning 15. Really young kid. But he's so good. But what was holding him back was from traveling. So it's like he's always had that skill, but he couldn't really utilize his talent without traveling. So kind of in the same case with Gohan, it's like Gohan always had the potential. It's just he didn't get into a point where he could just shoot it off. So Broly is also like the same. It's like Broly always had those forms within himself. It's just nobody was strong enough to push him. It's kind of like Yusuke in the Mazaku, or when Baki fought Retsukayo. When Baki fought Retsukayo in the Maximum Tournament, Retsukayo beat Baki down so bad he was able to trigger Baki's demon back. So it's like, it's not that the characters don't have that potential already and they don't have training. They already have the training. It's just nobody has actually beaten him up enough to push him to that point. It's like when Jiren beat up Goku so bad he unlocked Ultra Instinct. Because nobody pushed Goku to that brink. Goku never had that many stakes at hand. Stakes. But that's how I would look at it personally. Cell Max apparently would have been stronger to Broly. Shouldn't Broly power level be in the 1K ranges if he only trained with Paragus, or was Broly... Broly was pulling his punches, I feel. Kazuya, it's all good, bro. Broly's way stronger than Gohan. I mean, according to Toriyama, I don't know. Shin Gohan was pretty much the strongest. So, yeah. By the way, guys, if I didn't see your question, just make sure you repost it or at me. Because if you don't at me, then it doesn't highlight me anything in the chat. So I can't tell on a moving, scrolling chat. Especially since I gotta have multiple screens getting my attention. So to kind of answer the question, I actually have the physical book. But anyway, Gohan, why are you here? Well, actually, I've started using the gravity room to train. No one has asked me to join in any fights recently. It would be pretty lousy for me not to help out if something big happens. According to this, Gohan has been training in the gravity chamber in secret all the time ever since the resurrection of FR. I think Toyotaro's approach with this is far better than the anime. Because in the anime, Piccolo had to help Gohan re-unlock it again. So like the whole Gohan catching up with Blue, and it doesn't seem like it's not a big booty pull. So Gohan training every day in the gravity chamber is great. Because Gohan probably remembers the training he did with his dad back in the Room of Spirit and Time and with Goten and such. So Gohan's probably doing some very effective training. And I think that this is a good way to explain, this is why Gohan fought Kefla. So I like the manga's approach here better than the anime. The anime kind of just pulled things out of his booty. Android 17 making Goku go blue, that wasn't really right. Android 17, of course, making Goku go Super Saiyan 3, a lot more realistic, a lot better. Slim Majin was pretty cool. So let's see here. I mean, yeah, Sunny D, if that statement was made, I mean, yeah, it would make sense. I mean, I would assume Beast Gohan and Cell Max are probably stronger than Broly. I mean, within that universe, that's probably the strongest fight. Because, I mean, this wasn't even a fight. This was a statement. And Frieza wasn't trying to fight them, really. He was just trying to make a statement. And keep in mind, this arc didn't even come out. Like, this chapter didn't come out when Toriyama made those statements. Doesn't matter if he wrote the script. He's not going to be consistently making cohesive, incoherent connections. So that's why sometimes we got to look at it and lay it all out as fans and really kind of understand exactly what's being said narratively. If it was Bleach, it'd be easier. If it was Naruto, it'd probably be a little bit easier too. But when it comes to Dragon Ball, it's all over the place a lot of the time. So we got to really be careful when it comes to author statements and such. I think Broly and Beast Gohan would be around the same level. I mean, Broly can adapt, but he can only adapt so much because he plateaued when he fought Blue Gogeta. It's not like he adapted and bypassed Blue Gogeta. It's just he was strong enough to possibly kill Blue Gogeta if he actually landed a hit or multiple hits. But other than that, you know. Now, I know the novelization says Broly could have killed Gogeta, but I want to tell you why I still disagree with that. If you guys actually watched a fight, I can't show you because monetization purposes, but if you watched a fight, Gogeta guard broke Broly. So as much as I want to agree with the novel, I want to say the novel's just a different... I just want to say the novel is probably how it happened in the manga. So if I'm going to... And I'm not trying to say this as headcanon, but I'll put it this way. The Broly movie for the anime is how it happened in the movie, but in the manga, I would go for a different approach. The manga probably follows the novel, but there ain't no way you're going to tell me that Gogeta could have been killed by Broly. If you watch the fight carefully, Gogeta straight outpowers him. He outpowers him. The whole, like, he literally, Broly does a super duper, that classic scene where Broly's like, ah, just like the classic movie 8, Broly goes full power there. Guess what Gogeta does? He does a smug smirk, jumps up, yeah, boom, kicks him. Broly blocks the kick, and then Gogeta comes with a second kick, bam, and then Broly's whole guard just drops. He guard breaks him. Like, Broly's like, damn, I can't even defend myself from this guy. Then Gogeta, bat, starts beating him up. So, I mean, No. I mean, saying Broly could have killed Gogeta is like saying, well, if I kick Mike Tyson in the nuts, if I can land a hit in Mike Tyson's eyes and blind him and stomp on his throat, then maybe I could also kill him. It's like, yeah, I can kill him if I can finally land a damn hit in a vital area and stun him, and then I can start pounding on him. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to get boop, 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 boop. I'm going to get outpowered and beat down. So that's probably what they mean, and that's how I'm going to take it, because, I mean, come on. Get out of here. Come on. In an interview, the fight between Broly and Gogeta was supposed to be longer. They were supposed to fight from the surface of the sun to the center of the earth. I mean, yeah. In my opinion, they should have fought into, like, the outer bounds of the neutral zone, and I don't know. The fact that Broly pushed Gogeta to Super Saiyan full power, Gohan Beast nowhere near that level. I mean, it was stated that Cell Max would have surpassed Broly had he had been completed. And Beast Gohan is around equal to Broly. So I don't know. Anyway, ATARi H&B, do you feel like Goku and Vegeta need to learn more techniques instead of just gaining raw power? Well, to answer that, sniper people, I think, to answer that, snipe people, it goes down into a matter of how you look at what they do. Vegeta learned more techniques. He hasn't been using it. Goku has. I think they should learn techniques, but at the same time, we got to remember Dragon Ball is about a spectacle. It's not about strategy most of the time. It's about a spectacle. Most of its fights are made to look flashy and crazy. There's narrative to their fights most of the time. He's the strongest. I got to beat him, and let's look for forms. Dragon Ball's power, its main basis is on evolution. Dragon Ball is the godfather of evolutionary transformations. The problem with that is that they tend to get stale really fast. Really stale. So we got to be careful with Dragon Ball at times. They try to pull it on you. Let's see here. But yeah, overall, that's pretty much it. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway. Alright, so guys, it looks like we are done with this portion. So, yeah, so we're done with this portion, guys. I do want to say that we do have a limited amount of time left. So around, and a little bit more, hold on. So let's see here. All right. Let's see. Let's do a half hour left. Yeah. So let's do about a half hour left of the stream, and then yeah, let's do a half hour to stream, and then we'll go ahead and get the rest underway. So yeah. So there's the feats and analysis. I will say they are going to be paused right now so I can play catch up. So yeah, let me go ahead and add the let's go ahead and add the current person we have to do right now, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So without further ado, so this is who's up right now, is Prince Boyd. So Prince Boyd, you are currently up for rounds right now. So yeah, but overall, I want to say that was awesome. So now going on to the next part of the stream is now we're going to be focusing solely on answering some questions. So mostly about 2 questions that was requested in. We're going to be looking at a couple feats. First, we're going to finish up Prince Boyd, as I promised to do his on the last stream, and I only did 1. So I definitely want to at least finish those that I already read prior. ATARi likes to keep his word, so yeah, we're not going to try to pull a fast one. All right. So what was the next one? Was looking at, so Prince Boyd wanted me to look at, let's see here. We looked at the stone golem. We did a feat there. All right. Actually, yeah, that is a good question. Let's see if Prince Boyd is here. If he's here, we'll do it. If he's not... Yeah, no, Prince Boyd is not here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to... I got a list of things. So, Prince Boyd, I'm going to put on hold 2 feats. So he still has 2 more feats that need to be scaled. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our recent donation. How fast? Okay. Who is faster? Retro Man or Omni Man? This is going to be a really good, interesting feat to calculate. Okay, but I do have to say the Retro Man feat is going to be a little wonky. Okay. Megamind. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take a closer look. Let's just add our safety search on because the internet is wild. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and look at Retro Man. So yeah, this guy. He performs a feat, and I'm pretty sure there is fair use for GIFs. So using a GIF is completely fine. There's fair use to that. They can't be crazy about that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and base it off the feat right here. Also, yep. All right, let's see here. All right, let's go back up. I'm trying to get the verbatim question that was asked from. All right, let's see it. I can't find it. Retro, can you repost your exact question? Oh, never mind. Oh, no, wait. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to need you to repost that question. Because right now. Keaton, I can answer those questions later. Generally, how fast Saitama is very fast for the most part. Okay, so that's what it is. Who is faster, Retro Man or Omni Man? I mean, technically that's 2 people, so that's not 1 feat. I'm assuming you're asking me to... I mean, that's not really... It doesn't count as a 1 feat thing, because that's 2 people I have to account for. Because I got to find out how fast Omni Man is, and I got to find out how fast Retro Man is. So what I'll do is I'll at least figure out how fast Retro Man is, because it's going to take some time to do that already. So to figure out how fast Retro Man is, there's going to be a different... Let's take a couple of approaches. First and foremost... Oh, come on. Open back up. First and foremost, this is the scene we get. Now, again, like I said, this is fair use. This can't copy... They can't copyright claim a GIF because we're trying to time it. So, and then I'll have to take a look at it later. Let's see here. So essentially, the whole premise is he sends... There's a light beam coming down. So light is moving here. And then there's the explosion. And he throws the skeleton. And then the skeleton goes away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's see. How many meters is that? So first off, we got to kind of get an idea of how many meters it is. So let me copy this image. So now that I have the image, we're going to go ahead and open up the handy dandy paint. And let's go ahead and dive our way right into there. So we're here. Oh yeah, he's not putting effort in this. Oh, I keep saying Retro Man. Sorry, I know it's Metro Man, but I guess I'm so used to saying retro that I put Retro Man. But it's all good. All right, let's see here. It can. I mean, hey, they're pretty close. So let's go ahead and analyze a couple things here. So first and foremost, I want to. All right, so let me back away a little bit. So this is the feet. All right. So what is this building? That's the question. All right. All right, so this building, I have to first get a height. The Metro, is this the Metro Tower? I cannot get a clear image of the Metro Tower. All right, so I assume the Metro Tower, is this the Metro Tower? I don't know what tower this is. Nope, that's not the Metro Tower. The Metro Tower is much bigger than that. Sorry, it's been a while since I've seen the movie. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of analyzing here. So we can utilize the fact that the windows are visible from this degree, but they're also pretty dang large. Our field of vision is not something I can use to calculate this feat. So we're going to mostly be using the main area. So we're going to be focusing on a specific line, which is about here. Because, again, this goes up a hill, so I want to keep it within this general line. All right, so first and foremost, utilizing some level or degree of pixel scaling, I want to definitely make sure everything falls underway. So for the first thing we're going to do is let's get that 3 pixels wide. We're going to have to, of course, figure out how big this building is. And right there, this is 68 pixels. Now, 68 pixels, actually, you know what? I think I have a better method of doing this. Yep. All right. So this is going to obviously be pretty big, I'd say. So about 68 pixels. I'm going to close out this, so I don't want to use too much of the CPU. All right, so 68 pixels is how big this is. It's an abandoned observatory sent a reference on Discord. Thanks. More information. So a reference. Okay, unfortunately, I can't use the reference because again, reference is not going to give me the exact size. So what I'm looking for is to get the exact size. All right. Megamind Observatory. Let's go ahead and get another shot of the observatory. It's on a mountainside. It's on a cliff. Let's see here. Utilizing some angles, some bird's eye view. Other aspects of it. Observatory. I'm looking at the storyboard right now. Yeah, let's see here. All right, so, it looks like it's based on the Los Angeles Observatory, but I cannot use that one. I want to kind of use the main one that's in the film. So it's definitely looking like it's like let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 stories. So it looks like it's at least a 6-story building. I want to say 60 feet for the sake of consistency. All right. but it could likely be larger. Let me actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to utilize the William Horberg, if I recall, because that's the observatory I believe it's based on exactly. Possibly. So, let's see here. So we're going to go ahead and type in William the Griffith Observatory. Okay, I think that's what it's called. All right, so the Griffith Observatory. How tall is it? No, that's too short. I can tell that's a shorter observatory than the one in the movie. All right. Anyway, chat. As you can see, how strong is current Gohan? That's a good question. That's a whole discussion. Yeah, this one is good. Megamind's Inspiration. All right, I like this one. I'll show the chat first, real quick. The image I'm looking at. So chat, you're gonna I'll just put it in the program. So let's go ahead and show you that real quick. This is the image that Megamind was based off. And I believe this is the Griffith Observatory. But the Megamind variant is a little taller, it looks like. At least from this angle. Looks like it's at least twice the size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go at least twice. I want to say, yeah, about twice the size. So I'm going to double it. So, yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is. Because this is the one in the Megamind. So it's based exactly off the Griffith Observatory. However, what I want to say the Griffith Observatory is a little shorter. So, and we're going to say Metro Man is on the top area. So about here. And we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about this in a little bit. So I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening. So Metro Man is right there. I want to say that's about 17 pixels. I'll come back to these numbers later. I'm going to show you why I'm labeling these numbers in the first place. So the Griffith Observatory height. Let's talk about it. I mean, yeah, I know it's 1,134 feet above sea level. I'm asking about how tall is it. Let's see here, see here, see here. See here, Griffith Observatory. How tall is the building? And to the top of the telescope, the height. Okay, Southern California Gateway. Yep. Okay. All right. So the depth of the ground of the observatory building, north and south, is 176. That's the depth. The width of the building is 236 feet, not counting the terrace ramps. Add an additional 10 feet. The height of the building from the front lawn to the top is 77 feet to the top of the telescope dome, which is 55 feet. Okay? The original observatory had approximately... Okay, yep. So that's pretty good to know. So... yeah. The main dome is 77 feet. To the top of the telescope. So I think, like I said, 77 feet, 68 feet. I was kind of close. I said 60 feet roughly. But again, I'm gonna say it's about double the size of the actual observatory. Looking at how the Megamind made his structured. So if this is 70 feet here, for the most part, this part is let me get something pink. This part is 70 feet here. We're just gonna double that. Keep it a little moderate. I mean, doubling it does sound a little bit strange. I mean, you could argue the main telescope hub is 55 feet. So you know what? For the sake of expediency, what we're going to do is we're going to take both the 55 and the 77 and add them together. So I think that's going to be a good way to get us started. And that's going to give us overall about, 132 feet. And I think 132 feet gives us a lot of room to work with. Especially considering what we're going to be able to accomplish with the scaling. All right. So, I don't want our frame rate to drop, so let's go ahead and focus back on topic. Thanks for the reference, but unfortunately the references I've seen, they don't really give me the exact that I need, I think the method we're using right now is going to be a little more effective. But thanks overall. All right, not Gohan. Sorry, it's Goten. Even then, to answer how strong Goten is a whole topic because there's so much that has changed. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and examine this feat furthermore. So, I'm going to say, let's see here, feat discussion, Metro Man speed. So, all right, so let's say it's 132 feet. All right, that's pretty dang good. Now, though it's that tall, let's go ahead and get rid of some of these tabs so we don't freeze up. All right, so let's go ahead and understand how much a pixel is. So 68, so just a very simple calc, which is going to be 132 divided by 68, which means about, let's see here. So to kind of get the idea is just kind of understand. So I want to say that's 9 feet. So yeah, 132 divided by 68 is going to give us about 1.94 feet per pixel, which is good. Yeah, so 1.94 feet times 68, it's going to give us about 131, which is very close enough, 131.92. So I think that's really good. So that means if each pixel is that tall, and we're kind of getting an idea of where Metro Man is, we're going to go ahead and utilize this purple and kind of understand this is a laser. And for those who don't know, I will say it again. A laser is an acronym, okay? So all lasers are going to be light speed. Again, laser is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. So it's always going to be light speed, period. Doesn't matter unless specify that is a different type. So starting from here, we're going to say Metro Man is at the main top dome of where it is, which is about right here. So that is about 27. That is also about, I want to say 27 pixels. So 27 pixels right here, we're having something that's traveling at light speed. Now, based on the GIF we saw, which we was looking at, and I'm not, for the sake of not having stuff happen, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the GIF kind of slowly again. So let's see here. So let's see. We're gonna count. I'm gonna bring the GIF here on live again, and then we're just gonna go ahead and count, and then see how long it takes. So again, we're gonna go ahead, refresh this, and then start to count, and then we're gonna go ahead and see. So 1, 2. Okay. Well, we're gonna start right about after he throws it, and we're gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So about 6 seconds, even though there was like a little bit of a skip there because, he's monologuing. We're going to say it's about 6 seconds through this scene where he actually moves. The explosion technically still didn't happen at the rate that was going. It would have took actually 10 seconds. So just about 10, maybe, about 10, 11 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and stop there with 10, 11 seconds. So, yeah, and yes, I'm using a calculator to make it a little bit easier. I mean, unless you want me to do the addition right there. But anyway, let's head back to where we were. So 27 pixels times, of course, are 1.94 feet. So I can close out this high-quality GIF so that it's not slowing down my freaking RAM. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty awesome to know so far. Metro Man is said it's concentrated power of the sun. It doesn't matter. It's concentrated power or not. It's not about like what the energy does. It's the fact that if it's generated through a light emissions, if it's generated through a light amplification emissions through radiation, then it's going to just classify as a laser, which is pretty much how it looks. So we're just going to consider it a laser for the time being. To kind of make it simpler. If we go too deep into details or nuances, then it can just make things a lot more complicated than what it actually needs to be, and then you'll be stuck with a lot more of a convoluted result. So let's see here. So 1.94 times 27. So we're just doing an in feet calc on live stream. So about 52 feet. So 52 feet right here. And I think this is really impressive. So it takes light about, I want to say about 12 seconds. We're going to keep it moderate and say it took about 12 seconds for the light to actually travel 52 feet. So with that, we're going to go ahead and all right, guys, so we're back. We're alive. We're kicking. We're doing well, I hope. Sorry, the stream can be a little bit... It kind of can finagle a little bit. Yeah, a lag can occur. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Again, probably is a little bit of how much feed is going on. Right now, I'm getting reports that the stream is healthy again. There's just a slight disconnect. So... not sure what happened there, but yeah. But yeah, Anyway, based on that factor is this. So the speed of light travels at 186,000 miles per second. All right. Bare minimum. The distance is 52, I want to say 52 feet. And we're trying to get a mile, like how long did the light speed take than it should usually take? So we're going to utilize seconds. So it took about 12 seconds. So we're trying to solve for speed, at least how light appeared to Retroman. To Metroman, all right, the speed total came out to about, and you guys are gonna love this, that this dude looked at light speed, and we'll go ahead and circle that. This dude looked at light speed and thought it was, to him, it was moving at 2.555 miles per hour. That's how fast light speed was moving to Metro Man. Now, let's talk about how fast, that's how fast light speed is to Metro Man normally. So, that's crazy. In perspective, this is very impressive. Now, if light is moving only 2.9 miles per hour, how many times slower is light actually moving than what it really does? So then in order to get an understanding of that, you have to look at how fast light is. You have to take the light speed itself and how many miles per hour does light speed actually go. So the answer to that is, as far as if I'm recalling, let me see here, because I don't even remember. I know the miles per second, but I don't really remember the miles per hour because most of the time nobody ever uses miles per hour. 670,616,629 miles per hour. Very good. So imagine if that number, right, was going 2 I'm going to plug in the number. We learned that light speed is traveling, at least in this situation, to Retroman. It's traveling 227,327,670 times slower than it should be in normal time. The best way I would go about formulating this, and again, like I said, I'm not a perfect guy at doing calcs, but the walking speed of Retroman is, he's still fast. So when I look at some of the other scenes of Retroman where he's moving, he's still moving really fast while everyone is completely standing still. So I'll go ahead and give an example. So we'll pull up another example on the stream real quick, kind of to show you guys exactly what we're talking about. So as you can see here, what happened? All right, give me a minute. There we go. So if we look at this scene right here, let's just think about how fast he's walking. So let's see here. Based on his height, Metro Man is pretty tall. I believe he's like, isn't he like 6 foot something? Or 6'2"? I don't remember his actual height though. But yeah, I don't remember. Because I know Megamind is pretty dang short, but I don't know how tall Metro Man is. Because I was going to use his height to kind of help understand the scene. To kind of understand how fast he walks in comparison to the beam. Now again, it's kind of hard because like just his walking speed, it's kind of hard to compare to the beam. But like just his walking sequence alone, it's like him moving at 8 miles per hour. Because it's pretty much 8 miles per hour just on eyeballing it from my understanding. So yeah, even then, I would say like Metro Man is still pretty fast. Awesome. I'm glad the stream, you have no audio? Okay. Well, I'm glad the audio is going through now. Because at first I was like, wait, why is there no audio? Anyway, long story short, Retro Man is here moving like 8 miles per hour. But the thing is, there's even other scenes of him moving. So like the best way for me to do this is like to actually watch the scene. So I'm going to go ahead and try to watch the scene. So let me go ahead and leave this up, close most of these tabs out. So yeah. Let's go ahead and look at one of the scenes that he does in the movie. I'm going to look at it. I can't show it because of certain purposes. But anyway, after I'm done with these darn commercials, sheesh. Now, there is a scene where he talks a little bit about what's going on. So I'm watching the scene itself, and you know, Metro Man is walking, and then there's another scene where, let's see. So Retro Man walks out, he flies, he looks at Megamind, he's walking around, everyone's moving really, really slow. Birds are at a complete standstill. He's sitting down. One of the kid is using the kite. He go ahead and takes it from the kid. He's using it in the air. This is pretty interesting. I wish I could show you guys. He goes to the book area to go read a book. And he's moving at relatively normal speeds. He's not using super speed to read the book. The happiest me I can be. He's eating french fries while reading it. Drinks a soda while it's falling in midair. Gravity isn't even taking effect, so yeah, he's still pretty fast. And then he looks, he's looking at the city, where the people are. And so then he comes back while he's at it, and then, yeah, flies away from the light and is still moving pretty dang fast. Like, sends the skeleton flying at, I want to say at least like 70, 100 miles per hour. So in perspective to that skeleton, he was moving at least, in perspective to the skeleton was moving, he threw a skeleton around 100 miles per hour based on that scene, which means that on a bare minimum basis, he's at least throwing a skeleton 50 times the speed of light. Keep in mind, he was literally reading entire books. If I recall in the scene, he read The Happiest Life Can Make Me, but I think he also was reading like a bunch of different books too. Yeah, he did. It's the transition. So he said, I'm okay, make me happy. So reading these books, All right, so let's kind of get into idea. Reading these books can honestly take, like, let's say Retro Man's a moderate reader. You know, how many pages can someone read in a second? So let's kind of look at that. How long does it take for a fast reader to finish, let's say, 100 pages? All right, so around 2.1 hours. All right, if you're a fast reader, you may read as close as 400 words per minute. So let's just say Metro Man is reading pretty average, right? And let's say, like, you know, the happiest me can be because it's like 70 pages, but he's reading like hundreds of these pages. So in perspective, he probably was reading at least moderately because he's taking his time while eating fries really slowly. He spent, at least by perspective of, let's see how many books there are. So I'm gonna go ahead and not keep you guys bored. I'm gonna kind of show a little bit of what I'm seeing. So to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm seeing this, all right? So for those who don't know, so I'm seeing this, and it says this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is clearly like a 300-page book. So this is like, so this right here is about 6 hours. That's another 6 hours here. This is okay, maybe this is 200 pages, but basically that's 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. So at 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 16 hours. And then this book's probably going to take like a solid hour and a half or so. So 4 hours. So about 17 hours he spent. So this dude spent 17 hours. Yeah, so 17 hours. Like, if we're assuming he's a fast reader, even though he's taking the time, that means this dude took 17 goddamn hours while it takes to travel to the library, which was miles away, and then traveled back before the light beam even hit the Earth in 2.0. It's hard to give a proper number on that because I don't know how far the library is, but I'm gonna take a moderate guess and say a couple. They was based on the scene, and again, I'm not gonna play the scene, but because, you know, fair use, and I don't want to get copyrighted, but to kind of get an idea, like, again, when the scene happens, let's see here, yeah, the city is all the way over here. This is like 8-10 miles away. Retro Man can fly faster than the speed of sound, and it looked like he still carried his normal speed during this. So let's see, 700 miles per hour compared to 2 miles per hour. So even on an average basis, Metro Man is 300 times faster than light, casually. But that's not considering the fact that before this beam even got to him, he was literally spending 17 hours reading books, bare minimum. So in perspective to how much faster, like, basically speaking, if you move at the speed of light, it would take you... In honest perspective, say if you have a light speed attack and you're like 10 feet away from Retro Man. I gotta stop saying retro. And you're 10 feet away from Metro Man, it's gonna take at least like 10 hours for your attack to get to him. So if it takes light speed 10 hours to get to Metro Man, then he's extremely fast. Now, again, this is perception speed. It's hard to calculate how fast someone is based on perception alone. You could argue he could go even faster. But for now, on a safe standard, he's at least 300 to... you could even... I might even be able to push it and say almost 1,000, considering he can go at Mach 5. I can argue he could go anywhere between 300 to 10,000 times the speed of light. Now, how does that compare to Omni-Man? I'm not sure what Omni-Man's speed is. I haven't calculated it yet. So, Metro Man, you know what I mean? Like, I would say he could definitely... I mean, he definitely can go Mach 5. He can blitz bullets and stuff. So, obviously speaking, he could blitz light. And light looks like it's at a standstill for him. Especially if he wanted to move even faster. So in his perspective, I would say he should be around from 300. So let's go ahead and put this right on the board. So I'm going to say the answer is between 300 to, let's see here. Mach 5 is 700 times 5. That's 3,500. 3,500 divided by 2 is 17.5. So about 17. So roughly to 17,000 times the speed of light. Just an estimation. This is an estimation. So you got the low end and the high end for the most part. So low end, he should be 300 times the speed of light. High end, he should be 17,500 times the speed of light. Based on an estimation that we can get right now. Because there's a lot of missing details that we don't have. And we could be spending hours trying to dig and dive into that detail and research. So I hope this at least suffices for the answer. Oh, yeah, exactly. The restaurant book is another book. Yep. I believe the beam wasn't fired when Metro Man was moving. Omni-Man traveled 65 million light years in a week in the comics. Omni-Man can travel from one galaxy to another in a week. It was rather another galaxy cluster from wrong. Okay. So going off of what the chat is saying, to answer the question it's a matter of how much faster is Omni-Man and then Metro Man. So I'll go ahead and the server is down, guys. Yep. The server's down. But that's okay. We could still use a distance over time calculator. And I got to really fix that. All right. So let's see here. It was rather another galaxy cluster, if I'm not wrong. I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one you guys are referring to. All I'm going to do is I'm going to just calculate from one galaxy to another. So we're going to say this. How far is the Andromeda galaxy? So let's just say 2.4. Okay, that's how many light years it is. All right. Now, how many miles in a light year? All right, good. So this times 2. All right, 1, 2, 3. Bing, bing. Yeah. All right, that's the number. Thank you. So this is how many miles we got. Let's go ahead and do that for the distance in miles. And then the speed is going to be, we're going to go for miles per second because we got to go at light speed. They moved in a week. I put a week. So we're going to put days. So you said how many weeks? Let's see. And a week. Okay, thanks. So let's go ahead and calculate that. Let's get average. So what the freak was that? 24 trillion. Sorry, chat. Don't want to break your ears. 24 trillion 661 billion 100 million miles per second. Let's find out per hour. Oh my God, that's a big freaking number. All right, that's fine. All I have to do is I can write it out. So to kind of give you an idea, this number here, written out, standard form. God dang it, you guys! This is not what I was looking for. Aladdin, this is not what I was looking for. All right, whatever. Anyway, all we got to do is take the same number and then just add 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, very good. So we got that out the way. Now let's go ahead and add the commas. So that's 100, 100 million, billion, trillion. Oh my God. 88 quadrillion, 779 trillion, 900 billion miles per hour is how fast Omni-Man can travel. Yeah, that's crazy. So let me just go back to the freaking crazy number here. And let me just divide by 186,000 miles. Which means Omni-Man, in this case, is... Jeez. Omni-Man is the times the speed of light. Jesus. So Omni-Man is more than 1 billion times the speed of light. I mean, 132,586,559 times speed of light. Yeah, the beam wasn't fire while he was reading and eating. Oh, well, I mean, even if the beam wasn't fire while he was reading and eating, he still saw light in comparison to how he moves around miles. Because as again, we did the feat, we looked at the river. The river is at least 10 miles, at least from that field of vision, is at least 10 miles away to get to the main city. So even him moving, let's say it would still take him a couple seconds to travel 10 miles. So, I mean, again, him being able to move, Mach 5... while light speed moves 2 miles per hour in his perspective is crazy. Still impressive. But yeah. However, we do have to consider that speed in a vacuum is not the same as speed on a planet. So I don't know how fast Omni-Man moves while he's on a planet. That could change. And this is not to downplay, but again, a lot of people don't factor in that when you're in a vacuum, your speed is increased because you have less gravity. You have less mass, I should say. Or not mass, but... no, you have the same amount of matter, but you have less mass, if that makes sense. Because your mass is based on the gravity of where you are. So, I guess I should say his gravity is lowered when he's flying in space. So, whatever his speed is, it's probably going to be nullified when he comes on planet Earth. I don't know the formula to divide his speed from his weight, but however much weight he loses, it's going to be, much less. If I were to say Omni-Man weighs, 200 pounds, and I was to divide this number... I mean, this is not how you freaking do it. This does not count. I'm just trying to play with some numbers here and see if, I can get Omni-Man's speed on the planet versus a vacuum. Because on a vacuum, it's different. You have less body masses that are going to influence... Yeah, you have gravitational pulls from other areas, but, I mean, at that speed, nothing can pull you. I mean, you're faster than light, so not even a black hole can grab you. It also depends on Omni-Man's position in the galaxy to go to another. That too. Depends on the positioning. It depends on what galaxy he traveled to. Did he go to the Virgo cluster? I don't know how far the Virgo cluster is. And I don't know the... let's see. How far is the Virgo? 260 light years. $65 million light years. Okay, so it would be pretty much the speed feat I did would be times 3. So yeah, he would probably be up in the 300 million times, 390 million times the speed of light. So yeah, Omni-Man absolutely is going to run circles around Metro Man. Going to run all types of circles. Now, some people say it's an outlier. because Omni-Man's regular speed feats and his regular abilities don't scale to that. Which I kind of agree with, because, I mean, if you can travel at 65 million times the speed of light, throwing a punch at that speed would generate enough joules of energy to freaking... Do you know what that would do? Like, first of all, I'll show you an example. Alright? Omni-Man's fist. So, yeah, we're going to convert into joules. The mass is going to be in kilograms. So, kilograms of a fist. A fist with the mass of 3 kilograms. So let's say he's just double. He's a big body of muscle mass. Or at least he's like just 5. He got a little fragile fist. 5 kilogram fist. Alright? And I'm not factoring in his freaking arm. Actually, how many kilograms would his arm be? Probably be like 11 kilos. Just about 11 kilos for his arm. So, meters per second, miles an hour. Let's do miles an hour. I think we said it was 88 quadrillion. So, we're just going to round off. Say 88 quadrillion. All right, that's 88 million, 88 billion, 88 trillion, 88 quadrillion. All right, so let's go ahead and do it and calculate it. We get 8.5117880860672 e to the 33rd power of joules of energy. Okay, joules of energy to tons of TNT. All right, cool. All right. Let's do to gigatons. Yeah, let's do gigatons of TNT. This is a separate feat. Nobody asked me to do it. I'm just doing this because I want to do it. All right. So joules of energy to gigatons of TNT. Look at this. Thing can't even keep. Thing doesn't even know what the hell is going on. So what I have to do now on my end. All right, there we go. All right, so that's about this number. So now we're going to get the... so that's going to give us teratons of TNT. And I believe this next one is petatons of TNT. And then this next one... I'm trying to remember what's the hierarchical order. I'm trying to remember. Do you guys remember what comes after petatons of TNT? I think it's exatons, right? Alright, I'm going to go with exatons. So we go to exatons of TNT. Alright, let's see here. So that's exatons of TNT. And I think at the exatons comes zetatons. So another divide by another 1,000, that's zetatons of TNT, and divide by one more 1,000, and that's going to go to yotatons of TNT. So roughly very close to large planetary. So that means Omni-Man would be large planetary with a punch if his kinetic energy and speed was consistent with that notion of what he can do. I don't know, guys. Now, I understand that kinetic energy doesn't translate over to fiction, and because he doesn't have as much mass in space, but it's still something to factor in the whole equation. I mean, on top of that, even without considering these factors, Omni-Man, I don't know, it's freaking weird. Terra, Peta, Exa, Zeta, Yoda, and then Nina. Gotcha. I can't tell. I don't know how to calculate effort for Metro Man because he's reading a book. There's no effort. That's 0 effort. The only effort he's doing is studying. So, but again, I don't know how fast his regular fastest speed. What is his fastest speed feat normally? Because if he can go, I mean, the best thing I can say is he can move light speed in comparison to light speed that's still light speed. So, I mean, if I want to really inflate that freaking number, right? If I want to inflate that number and say light speed, miles per hour, right? Miles per hour, right? If I want to inflate that silly number, and all I got to do is take this, which, again, it's kind of a simple calc. You just take this number that I have here, and you just divide it by 2, all right? Which by doing this, I can get Metro Man to 333,308,314.5 times the speed of light, because light speed is moving 2 miles per hour to him while he could still move at light speed, which kinda is consistent because he does dodge lasers. So, I mean, can he dodge lasers while moving at super speed? I don't know. It's like, if somebody's going at super speed, can he still travel at his max speed normally? That's the question. That's a very high level assertion, and I want to say this is not even a highball. It's probably pretty much wank at this point. Well, I wouldn't say wank, because it's a possibility. Wank is usually when things are outside of the realm of possibility. So I wouldn't say it's not possible, but I'd say that it's very, very, very unlikely. I mean, even if we do give him the benefit of the doubt, Omni-Man would still be faster by probably like 1% more, so 1 or 2% units more. Just estimating Omni-Man's speed, since Omni-Man's supposed to be 3 times faster. We'll see. And you just throw that number in there one more time. Yeah, Omni-Man is still faster by like 2%. So Omni-Man would still be faster overall. So even if Metro Man went all out, I mean, and we assume that he could go light speed while light speed is moving 2 miles per hour, he would still get mopped. So I would say that Metro Man is not faster than Omni Man. Roshi vaporized the moon is 159 yotatons large planet. I completely disagree with that. I don't know who made that calc, but that is completely incorrect. Because if Roshi's feet did that, Earth would die. Trust me. If something with 159 yotatons blew... Let me just make this clear. If a continental attack happened on the moon, we'd feel it. If a continental level attack happened on our moon right now, we'd feel it. If a Florida-sized meteor hit our moon... No. If somebody threw... Like, the moon is big as a continent. Like, big as a large, super large continent here on Earth. If somebody did an attack that's strong enough to blow up a country, we'd visibly see it on our moon. And we'd probably get a slight breeze from the effects. I don't think people realize how strong shockwaves are. Because all that power would generate through space, and we'd sit here on planet Earth, and we'd probably feel a small breeze. If someone threw a Texas-sized death beam at the moon and blew up let's just say 1/50th of the moon, we'd feel it. We probably would likely feel it. I don't know if you guys seen about the explosion that happened in China or that one that happened in I forgot what country it was, but that explosion would happen from... There was a guy who was recording it. He was like, I think they were on a boat. They was at least 6 miles away. All they hear, BAM! Thing comes flying at them. That thing wasn't even as strong as Hiroshima. I think it was like, at best, a kiloton of TNT. Not even a full kiloton. It wasn't even a town level attack. But something that was not even a town level attack caused a heavy, it literally almost caused a small city level amount of shockwave damage. So again, like when it comes to real physics and how like a lot of these things work, I mean, there's a lot to consider. So I don't think Roshi's feet is there. The calc might be wrong, but he did vaporize him. Even with vaporization of the moon, which I don't think he vaporized it. There are still small pebbles that fell on Earth. So I would say he pulverized it. He didn't fragment it. Pulverized it. Maybe low vaporization. But, you know, within reason for Dragon Ball standards, because Toriyama does say the moon is the same. The moon in Dragon Ball is actually still the same distance from the Earth as ours. There's an interview where Toriyama confirms this. So I would say, even if it is fiction, though, we still have to consider the possibility that if they don't mention it otherwise, we can't use real life formulated calculations to give context to a feat without looking at other variables. Dragon Ball is not known to have after effect shockwaves a lot. All Might does, because if All Might or Saitama punches, they try to emphasize the shockwave. Dragon Ball doesn't do that. It's like Ultra Instinct's throwing shockwaves at him. It's technically, Saiyan Saga Goku should be able to blow up a mountain with the shockwave of his punch. Which, he can do, technically, but they never project their ki out like that. But I'm saying, overall, based on the actual calc for the moon, I'd say moon level plus. So, more in the small planet ranges, it could be, definitely. But I'm not going to say it's large or even planet level at all. Look how much effort Goku and Vegeta put in just to... look how much Vegeta put to blow up the Earth. The Earth is a lot more dense than any other planets. There's the filler with Vegeta blowing up the other insect planet. I think it's Arali, not planet. I think it's planet Arlia or Anlia. But when Vegeta went to go blow that planet up, it was low effort, and it's a moon. But we have to consider the planet is more of a gas planet. Gas planets, it's not a gas planet, but it definitely wouldn't probably hold as much density as Earth. Earth is actually a pretty dense planet. Jupiter is only twice as dense as our planet, so there's a lot of factors you got to consider when you do those calcs. Even if it's fiction, some of them still based on elements of real life that we have to consider. So, I would still say Roshi is probably moon level plus. I'd say the upper ends of moon level, because if you look at it, Roshi's on the border to small planet, but I would still call him moon level, just to keep it safe and consistent within the plot and the narrative. I don't think there's any reason for the narrative to have anyone else go crazy. I don't really think anyone's going to be hitting those dwarf star levels until the Ginyu Force show up. Then I would say we start getting into that. Probably Zarbon would be super large planet level to dwarf star. I would say Zarbon is in the dwarf star ranges, definitely. At least for manga. And then at least close to it, bare minimum. And then Frieza comes in the picture, and Frieza's definitely going to be in the star level ranges. Small star levels to super large star levels to star system level in his final form. But anyway, that's besides the point. So the screenwriter said apparently Metro Man will be in a draw with Superman. That's cool, but it also reminds me of when one of the writers said, because remember where they said Sonic's as fast as the Flash? I'll show you that too. Yeah, here it is. Takashi Lizuka says in the game, it says in some game, it says, we aren't aware of how fast Sonic the Hedgehog is. In some games, he's able to go beyond the light barrier. We don't really know. The best way we can say it rivals the famous comic book hero, the Flash. So, first off, what version of Flash? Second off, I forgot what fallacy this was, but I remember Sosa. We talked a little bit about this. This is an unquantifiable author statement for the most part, unless he's specifying it very closely. Now, if he's saying this, then, now normally we could just say, yo, Sonic's as fast as God of Death Flash, bro. Is over GG. That means Archie Sonic would have clapped Flash, no difficulty, because he has Super Sonic. Yo, he would have stacked on Super Sonic on top of it, infinite multiplier, but Flash is getting slapped, bro. No, I'm not going to do all of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to consider the fact that, does Takashi Lizuka know how fast the Flash is? Or is he just throwing that out there? Because he says we don't know how fast he is. And so the best way we could say is it rivals the comic book hero. And I think what he's saying in this context is Sonic doesn't have a speed that we could put a number on, just like the Flash does. So this is his way on saying Sonic has inaccessible, immeasurable levels of speed depending on the circumstances of the game he's in and depending on what he needs to. He's not directly saying they're the same exact speed. There's no way he can account for that. Because that's like me saying Monad is as strong as any character from SCP. It's like, what character then? I mean, there's no specifics. So yeah. DC did mention a similar statement mentioning that Hulk being stronger than Doomsday. Yeah, I mean, you could say another character stronger than yours, but the fans will look at it for Death of the Author purposes and find out what's the real strength. Because I could say, for example, Monad from Eternal Kala. I could say that Yoruichi is stronger than Monad from Eternal Kala. But for those who've read Eternal Kala, do y'all think Yoruichi could beat Monad? At least in the sense of power-wise? I don't know, man. There seems to definitely be a heavy discrepancy on what they're able to do. So I don't think that would be a very supportive claim. It would fall under Death of the Author because people who power scale him would say, yeah, but narratively speaking, that doesn't make any sense. You may think this is the case, but the authors can be wrong on their opinions. That's like the author saying, I think my character's as fast as this character, and they show a feat. Imagine having a character go light speed, my character's like beyond the speed of light. I'm like, okay, so they can rival Joshi Mamora. It's like, no, they can't. Or they could rival Devilman. Like, no, they can't. So that's how I would put it. Shut up, Sunny D. But yeah, I would say that overall, though, if we take that statement verbatim, then is Metro Man, what Superman are we using now? Because now we gotta go into that. Did he mean, because if he's saying Final Crisis Superman, oh hell nah, Omni-Man's getting cling clong bong bonged. Because you wanna know how fast Final Crisis base form Superman is? I'll show you. There you go. That's Final Crisis Superman's speed. That's how many times faster than light he is. So yeah, let that be a factor. The RPG data book for Dragon Ball has a statement that the half-spirit bomb that Goku made in Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga is small supernova level. It can upscale the verse a bit. Honestly speaking, that's kind of a low ball. Believe it or not. Because the thing is that this Goku already is planetary at a power level of 8K. To about 10K, you need to blow up a planet solidly. Power levels do not scale linearly at all. They get worse as they get bigger. A character who's a power level of 5 is a Ravage Human. Maybe even 4. Bulma is like a 6 or 8 or something like that. Goku's a 10. But he could tank bullets. Bulma can't tank bullets. So there's a big difference. And then Roshi hits 100, 80 plus, and now he's moon level. But that's a big deal. Going a moon level, 180 plus, so we're going to say he's only 13 times stronger than Goku? No, his power level is 13 times higher, but the actual AP exponentially increases. Now, it seems the formula thins out and plateaus as it gets higher. Because again, it takes the 10,000 to destroy the moon, which is fine. I mean, to destroy a planet. But imagine when you get to like 90K. That's base Namek Goku, 90K. That's already large planetary. Because remember, power levels aren't linear. It's definitely large planetary, the dwarf star levels as implicated. To a degree. So by the time you get to like a power level of 3 million, say it's unfathomable, it's inconceivable what you could do with a power level of 1 million. So with that said, it's more than likely Goku already surpassed large star level once you hit the millions marks, you're in the stars to even large star levels. Potentially. So Goku having a supernova level spirit bomb kind of downplays it. Not downplays it, but kind of undermines what it really should scale to. But that's fine though. But if we use conservative scaling, it would be accurate. So that's still really good to have in mind. DC, let's see here. The solar system, the galaxy, divided by speed, yeah. King Vegeta up here, casually destroying planets with a power level of 10k. Yeah, that's true. Now, some people try to say it's an outlier, but I don't think so. Not for the anime. Vegeta even told... And remember, let me show you guys another statement. Majin Buu destroyed planets and stars. Hundreds. Alright. Now, he says in just a few years, hundreds of planets were wiped out. This is not accurate. In the Japanese, I believe he said... Let me see here. What did he really say? I'm pretty sure he says... Let me see here. I believe Herms translated the Japanese, and it said hundreds of planets and stars, or hundreds of celestial bodies. And Vegeta says that's not a big deal. Even Saiyans can do that. That's what I wanted to point out. So in the Japanese, apparently Vegeta believes some Saiyans can destroy entire stars as well, or celestial bodies and planets. Like, it's not hard. And this kind of makes sense, because if you guys remember the Cerealians in Dragon Ball Super? One of them blew up the moon casually. So, yeah. And the Saiyans were Ozaru, and they said, oh, we're still stronger than you even without our Ozaru. So they got 10 times weaker, and were in their base form, and they one-shot the guy and kill him. Essentially. So, yeah. Vegeta ain't lying there. They say DBS characters in Fortnite are stated the strongest, so Goku scales them arm in DC now. Not correct, RDC. You see, there's a discrepancy with that. When it comes to crossovers... And this is good. This is the juicy part of the stream. This is the juicy part. I definitely want to talk about this later. So let me timestamp this part. So we're in a 2-hour mark. We're going to be ending pretty soon, but I want to say this. The juicy part is this. That is not 100% the case. I will go over this, hopefully, with Roz, I believe, to kind of further explain. But to kind of keep it simple, this is what I got to say to this. Number one, crossovers do not count as canon. They do not. Crossovers are not canon. So number two, a crossover, depending on the author, can be canon, but unless stated otherwise, we cannot assume. Number three, one author accepting the crossover canon does not mean another author accepts the canon. Right? So, yeah, there's a little bit of discrepancy with that. And it has to be a mutual agreement or it can sometimes fall apart. So let's say, for example, Mario and Goku crossover. Dragon Ball literally says, okay, the events was just purely for fun, have a fun event. It doesn't actually count. But in the next Mario game, they try to hint at the events. They can't say the names because the crossover and licensing is done, but they hint that they met Goku and them. See, now we're in a dilemma because we don't know exactly what to do now. It's like, what do we do now? So just be careful with crossover scalings, because like Marvel and then the fourth reason, a crossover doesn't mean you automatically scale to the other verse. Sometimes it means getting nerfed. All right. So I can give you an example. As you can see here, Luffy, DBS Heroes. Luffy and Dragon Ball Heroes could fight Super Saiyan Blue Goku using his Gear 4. Alright? So Luffy now scales to Heroes. So Xeno Luffy is crazy hyperversal being. Yeah, stay mad, folks. Xeno Luffy Soul is your verse. So Xeno Luffy is, yes, and it is a thing. Now, let's go about the Toriko and One Piece phenomena. This crossover. First and foremost, this crossover was amazing. But let's take a closer look at the actual events. DBZ, Toriko, One Piece crossover. Look at the tournament. Look at the title. This title is One Piece style. All right. Number 2. Hercule is still very popular. So people know who he is in this version of their universe. Number 3. If you actually look at the battle in the audience, it's a mix of One Piece characters and Dragon Ball characters in the audience, it seems. So it's a little wonky. But this means that, this is what this means. Goku no longer scales to his original feats he had in the Buu Saga. It means this version of Goku went through those events, but on a lower scale. That means this Goku is the same Goku from Dragon Ball Z, but he's not the same Goku from Dragon Ball Z, power scaling wise. It's like it's the same character, but he had to get nerfed in order to match with Luffy and Toriko, not the other way around. Toriko also had to be nerfed to match with Luffy here, at least at the time where the anime was out. And then Luffy obviously is still very strong, but yeah, they had to get nerfed together. I think this came out during the Fisherman arc, if I recall. So I don't even know if... so I'm pretty sure Gear 4 did... Yeah, Gear 4 definitely did not come out at this time. Definitely did not. I don't remember 100% when it started, but yeah. So overall, what does this mean? Well, this means this. Luffy's crossover with Heroes amped him up to a hyperversal being. Goku's crossover with Luffy lowballed him to a mountain level, island level being. And you know this because when he went Super Saiyan 3, and keep in mind, Luffy and Toriko can match his Super Saiyan, mastered Super Saiyan state. So, yeah. Goku and Luffy brain. And Toriko. Sochito hamedeshita. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're either nerfed or buff. So crossovers can be canon. Don't get me wrong. Like the Archie Sonic meets Spawn. That's canon to pre-Genesis Wave Archie Sonic. And to Spawn. Because Image Comics, one of the writers said that sometimes the events, they'll consider it to be true or not true, as long as it doesn't conflict with the story. But they'll still consider it true. It's like GT. GT's canon. But the events that happen in it are not the ones that happen in Super, which is the main story Toriyama wants us to really focus on. The main canon. And we say main canon because it's not a branch off. It's the main event. It's the most important. It's like the main title Zelda games versus the, Wand of Gamelon and all that stuff. So overall, this should help everyone kind of understand that. So Fortnite doesn't really scale to DC or Marvel. DC and Marvel scales to Fortnite. So no, there's no, from what I know at least, just from what I know, there's no consistent multiversal beings. Now, again, there are some people that say the Battle Royale is not the same. Now, there's Ramirez, who, if I recall, she's the main character of Fortnite. Now, I could be wrong. They may have a different campaign or story, but I'm pretty sure she is the main character of the actual game. Now, the Battle Royale, I heard, is a different game altogether. Or not a different game, it's a crossover. The Battle Royale is more of a crossover rather than actually being a so the Battle Royale is actually a crossover rather than being the actual how do I say it? What's the word I'm looking for? The Battle Royale is more of a crossover than actually being the actual head event of the game. That's why characters like this don't... When this game first came out, characters like this never made an appearance. So, yeah. Of course they never make an appearance. And why don't they make an appearance? Because, again, this was part of the main event. So, don't get me wrong, they are fighting forces that are a threat to the world and its population. I don't remember the full ending of the game, but I definitely know she's pretty dang strong. She got some really crazy weapons. It's like Resident Evil. It's like you have to tear away at the enemy, and the actual gameplay is not as crazy as the movie clips. But on a multiversal plus level, I don't know. The Battle Royale part is not really canon to the main Fortnite game, from what I know. If anything, it's more like its own continuity. So the Battle Royale part where everyone fights is a different continuity than the main game. The main game is the main canon. No crossovers. So, again, the Battle Royale I would consider to be a crossover, especially because it has Naruto, Thanos, Dragon Ball Z, Ariana Grande, freaking LeBron James. I mean, what do you want me to say? The game is beyond fiction because it has real life people in there. Like, come on. Oh, it's a fictional... I mean, you could just say it's a fictional representation. So, still doesn't transcend fiction. But you get the point. It's like, come on, guys. Let's get real. That feeling the actual game is overshadowed. Yeah, of course. I wouldn't even say Battle Royale is composite because they don't even acknowledge Jonesy or Ramirez as individual people. Like, they don't even get their own events. Not even during Season 1. I played Fortnite during Season 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. I played during the time when Ninja was getting big. And I played during the time where Myth was still the big guy. At first it was Myth. And I think, was it Ghost? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was just Myth though. Myth was like the big guy. Destroying everyone. And that's TSM. Took him on. And then Ninja got big when he played with Drake. For what I remember. And then they got big. Then Daquan got big after that. Pokimane started to kind of get her name out there a little bit. And Daquan started playing. Chica Live started playing with Daquan here and there on special. She'd make a special appearance. But she wasn't very big during Season 3, 4, 5. People knew who she was, but she started getting a little bit bigger around Season 6, if I recall. kind of in between season 5 and 6, she was getting pretty big. And then now she's like really big now. She's gotten a lot better too. So like from what I recall, because I remember I was trying to play with some of them like Bay Soldier and some of the other players. So anyway, yeah, from what I remember, like yeah, the game back then, they don't like from all those seasons, they never acknowledged Ramirez as her original cutscenes are. So it's hard to even say it's a true composite. It's more like a different continuity at all. It's like having an event with Goku, but they don't tell you it's Goku. They just have a skin, and you know it's Goku. Like I know this is Ramirez because I played the main game. But if you don't actually know that's Ramirez, you're just gonna be like, oh, it's a default skin. I'm like, that's not a default skin. That's Ramirez. Ramirez is the beautiful Morena who kills zombies and is the main protagonist for the most part. I heard Fortnite trying to do a crossover with Powerpuff Girls. I can't. I mean, that's the point. It's a crossover. I mean, Smash Brothers is a crossover, but it has its own composite storyline. But then again, it can be confusing because I don't know if cutscenes are canon. I feel like they are. But people say they're not. I'm like, you're starting to confuse me. If you are resistance to Fortnite guns, you are high outer. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, what about the Living Tribunal? He's in Fortnite. I'm like, okay, and I don't think he is, and even if he was, he'd just be less than planetary then, because he can be taken out by small weapons. Well, those bullets are like outer-versal. I'm like, well, those bullets don't even go through mountains, so I don't think they are, and they're still getting wood, metal, and bricks. I don't know if they have a new equipment now, because I haven't played Fortnite in like years, since like 2019, but... And probably, yeah, since 2019. Yeah. Fortnite's not what it used to be. Got too carried away with the crossovers. It's trying to be too dynamic of a different game now. And it doesn't have the clean formula it used to have. All we really wanted was just new skins, new maps. We don't mind the new cool stuff, but just give us new map. And I know they do have like new maps and stuff, but like I'm just saying... Just keep the old formula. Give us new maps. Give us double pump shotguns again. And make it just balanced. Everyone is just, pumping 90s. And I'm like, bro, I'm not about to jump all the way up there because you want to pump 90s. I'm tearing your whole building down from its foundation. And I'm going to let you get fall damage. Yeah, I'm going to pop you. I'm not trying to build, I could build battle, but I don't... The heck is the point? Just spaz my mouse around the freaking screen. Just start going... I gotta go fast. No. Anyway, I've gotten off topic for too long. But yeah, I think that's a good way to end the stream, guys. Thank you everyone else who's participated. Once again, Metro, thank you for the donation. LeBron James, thank you for the $4.99 donation. And everyone else, thank you for all your for stay tuning and joining the stream. With that said, it is about time for me. Well, I already got a lot of sleep, but it's about time for everyone else and y'all to hit the hay. So... With that said, I'm pretty sure I said retro. But if I did say metro, then that's even funnier. I mean, Sunny D, he's Black Frieza, but he turns back into White Frieza, no problem. So he's fake. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you all have a good night. Yeah. And everyone get their sleep. Next time we're going to try to stream a little bit earlier. But yeah, with that said, ATARi H&B signing off. And Ross, you better join the next stream because I'm going to have you for some important stuff discussing dimensional tearing. Peace!